Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 3's India Company. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, the Sepoy Rebellion, right? It's not going well because I cannot pass the tenant farmers. I have so many laws that I need to pass in order for India to not completely collapse. I'm hoping we can get it done, but I don't know if we're going to actually be able to get it done. It's like I've improved the GDP enough. I just need to not have serfdom, I need to not have land-based taxation, and I need to not have slavery. But the problem is that as the East India Company, I love all of those things. Which is a real big issue. We need to make money. Market access in Madras at 69%. Madras. Can I... This is not where I want this to be. Regional actions. Where is it? Is it you? Decrees. I need to... Where is road maintenance? I need road maintenance here. Which means I need to get rid of economic relief. Get that the hell out of here. Oh, we're only at plus 95. Base value, presidential republic, autocracy. Bolstering the industrialists. I mean, I am trying to do that. Let's stop bolstering you for now, because honestly, even though we're trying to bolster you, it's not going like crazy good. Okay, market access from 69 to 82%. So we've definitely improved it somewhat there. And one thing we could do is we could just build more railroads in Madras to try to improve this stuff. Okay, technology. Still getting our crystal glass. And we're not going to worry about this decision. It's not a real decision. Dissenters break ranks. Telstar observes landowners may appear to be firmly committed to the idea of tenant farmers. I need... Negative 10% in that. I only have a 7% chance of success. 12,000 a month. We have 0% chance of success. Which does seem, I would say... pretty bad. Legislation failure. Okay, so all of that hard work to try to pass this simple tenant farmer law did not really succeed. Okay, people don't like our government too much. They're very upset with us. What are the other things we need to get rid of? Government petition. Oh yeah, the rural folk really want me to close the borders. I mean, we can try it. 9.5%. Industrials hate it, but we don't care about them too much. I mean, if it makes the rural folks like us a little bit more, we'll close their borders. We'll try to get the rural folk to like us here, because I think if we fail this law, the rural folk are essentially going to cause a major uprising, which to me sounds bad. I don't like that idea in any capacity whatsoever. Okay. Gold's been discovered in North Cape. Not like, I think, incredible news for us. Market price. Oil is incredibly cheap right now. The transportation and groceries are still surprisingly expensive. So you know what? Let's actually boost our click. Oh, I'll click. Okay, let's see if we can move these to the top of the queue. Try to get our food industries, people and goods. 15% enactment chance. Yes. Again, oh, the industrialists hate us a little bit more. Also, apparently my GDP has collapsed a little bit. That's okay. I mean, the loyalist numbers are still dropping like a rock. I think at some point we had like equal levels of loyalists and people that hate the state. Now it's pretty much the exact same. More radical. Can I mean, the Anglican Church has 0.2% political power in the East India Company. What they want is not that important to me. in any real sense of the word. Yeah, food is still very expensive. Lumber is surprisingly expensive. 36 secure. I mean, the lower strata of East India Company, they're really struggling to make ends meet. If we can maybe either make wheat a little bit cheaper or just bring the price of groceries down by quite a bit, I think that would be nice. More radical. More radical. More loyalist. Teglu pops. How many Teglu people are here? 9%, 11% worldwide. We have 10 million of them. But 10 million out of 100... I mean, that's not nothing. But you know what? Give me the enactment chance, please. We already have so many people that hate me. What's like a few more? Like reasonably, what is a few more people that despise me? It's like nothing. Unacceptable government. We have very, very low legitimacy at the moment. Probably because of the rural folk. If we were to form, what do people want? They really just want the landowners to have, like, all the power in the world. Maybe they'll allow the militarists a little bit more support, but that's really about it. We're at 33%. The intelligentsia is giving us a negative 10% prestige. I'm going to tell you right now, intelligentsia, if you wanted things to go in your favor a little bit more, I would do something a little bit more pressing than prestige minus 10%. That's not really on my priority scales at the moment. Like, no offense. Do we want any military techs? Logistics? You know what? More potential conscripting troops? Could be worthwhile for sure. Do we have anything in our... We could do the Doctrine of Lapse, annex some more territory for the company. Is that a good idea? I kind of think the answer is, at least right now, no. Anything in here? Glassworks. We could go up to crystal glass. I'll take it. Tooling workshops. Steel tools with the water tube boilers. Water tube boiler on you. Apparently we can't upgrade this at all quite yet. Government administration, give me standardized filing systems. Rice farms. Enrich that soil, please. Slaughterhouses is going to be better for us. Give me better engines here. And the rest of you are looking pretty good. Gold's been discovered in BC. That's okay. Insufficient construction for investment pool. I mean, we could try to go to iron frame buildings. I mean, it only costs like 8,000 more pounds a day. Which, I mean, isn't that much more. It would give us more construction. Like, it gives like plus 23. We do have a lot of stuff in our investment pool. An alliance with Siam. You know what? Actually, Siam, I think I will take that. There's that chance. I do not care about Bipol even a little bit here. Just give me more chance. What's the chance of this actually being passed? 54%. I mean, it's a coin flip that somehow we have not succeeded on quite yet. Revolution in Indonesia. Really? Okay. I mean, I don't know if we care too much. So what is it? We got the Pawns attack proletariat revolt. Well, I mean, I guess I would support the Dutch because I'm not... Any kind of independence movement in Asia, I absolutely cannot support for what I would say seem like pretty obvious reasons. We do got a lot of bureaucracy. We still got a lot of authority as well. What are we getting off of this? We're getting a state construction efficiency bonus. We could maybe try to open up some more trade routes. Because right now, in our market price, groceries are still extremely expensive. From Guatemala, would take the price down by very little. The thing is that the British market is massive, right? So, like, even importing any amount is not going to affect the price by that much. Transportation, we just need more railroads. Hardwood, maybe? Hanover, I mean, it basically doesn't affect the price at all. Like, at best, like, maybe for something like engines? No, like, basically, because the British market is so... I think it's probably the richest market in the world, right? I'd have to imagine. It just doesn't do anything for us. It failed? Really? Okay, it failed poorly in public debates. Not going to worry about that too much. We could maybe even try to bring the price of wheat down a little bit. I did see that even though it's already cheap. What about, like, if it's low productivity? I mean, we probably just want, like, the most amount. But, like, we bring it down by, like, 0.1 pounds. Like, how do we resolve that issue? We can get guns from the French. We get guns from Austria as well. Kind of import that into the market. See what we can maybe get done. So this is Britain versus Kutai. Apparently the Dutch are backing Kutai. Kutai is you. Defensive pact with Buglan. I'm going to say no to that. Not really a pressing concern for us. Like, me and Siam. Siam makes sense. They're a pretty powerful state in Southeast Asia. But anything going on in Indonesia, I don't think is going to be really high priority for us. Low market access, still in Pegu. We could build more railroads to try to solve that issue. Yeah, so railroads. Build it in Madras. In Pegu, which I believe is you. We'll upgrade, see what we can get. Railway University Logging Camp. I do have the auto build on, right? Yes, okay. So the auto build is still building stuff. I'm happy to always see the auto build doing good work for me. 8 months. There's no way in hell this passes in 8 months, right? There's no way. Okay, it's gone down by another 10%. I think the rule folk are going to start a civil war in India. Like, that really seems like a major problem that I really need to consider right now. Rule folk failed petition, minus 20 points for 9 years. We don't even get, like, good... The only thing we really get is plus 5% of rule folk of, you know, become more loyalist. I mean, it's not that that's bad. That's pretty nice. But negative, like, the rule folk are they're going to start a civil war, and I don't know what I can do to fix that right now. I guess we can increase you. We have a lot of bureaucracy, so we can kind of afford this. 4 months. Can I get all this done in 4 months? No, of course not. Like, it's not... Like, there's no way. So, I mean, I would say that India's in for a pretty tumultuous few years. Because we got 35... We have less than 3 years to avert the mutiny. I don't see how we can fix that. Okay. You'll be done 14 weeks... 121 days. Like, maybe if we're extremely lucky, but this takes forever because we don't have a great government. But if I were to switch the government around in order for them to be legitimate, then the rule folk are not going to be in power anymore, which means we can't even pass a law to begin with. Potential for 1 exiled agitator. Show available? Potential for 1. Okay. Well, I'm guessing that's supposed to be like... If there's like a revolutionary in another country, we can harbor them and maybe utilize them to do something in the future. But... Military revolution in Indonesia. Indonesia is completely falling apart. The Bhutan military revolt against Bhutan. Okay. Wait, are you... You're a sultanate. Led by the landowners, but with a hammer and sickle in your flag. Do you guys understand what's happening in your country right now? I don't know if you do, to be quite honest. Okay, so the rural folk are angry. They're at -10. Well, here's the thing. Then I don't become more loyalist. Then I don't care about closed borders. I only care about closed borders so I can get the rural folk to not hate me. But they already hate me, so I might as well do something else. Like, I guess we'll reform the government. We're just going to put you in charge. But everybody hates this. But we'll have an actual legitimate government. Like agrarianism, again, the landowners despise this. They despise mercantilism. Land-based taxation, we can go to consumption, but that doesn't seem useful at all. Serfdom? I think the landowners will basically oppose anything I could possibly think about passing. Like, maybe we could have, like, a National Guard. But -5. The rural folk will like this. The military will endorse the secret police. You know what? Let's try to pass the secret police law. The rural folk will like me a little bit more. Revolution. Hey, hi guys. Enact slavery bans. I cannot pass a slavery bill because I need to ban it. But I cannot do that. So there's going to be a revolution in the East India Company, and I don't know what I could do to necessarily stop it. You got a lot more loyal. Wait, where did all these loyalists come from? I have no idea, but we just got a bunch of new loyalists. The intelligentsia, the labor unions, and the petit bourgeoisie are all going to rise up. Only the intelligentsia really have any actual strength in the country. A fort in a sea of anger. 5% of popular officer pops in North Bengal become more radicalized. Servicemen. Okay, we've gotten you down by 5%. So the revolution, I mean, it's not looking great, to be completely honest with you. You're angry, you're unhappy. Oh, I'm the intelligentsia. They're always mad about something. You ever notice that? The intelligentsia, they're always mad about something. I mean, you guys like me decently enough. The labor union hates us. I mean, we don't even have that many landowners that support my government. So, like, why am I even here? What's the light bulb in Malaysia? Oh, it's they're trying to start a revolution against my government, which I'm sure is great. Become more radicalized. 2%. So 2% of everyone, or does 20% in Mysore? I guess we'll go with Mysore here. And what about you? You know what? If I can get like +2 points of intelligentsia, maybe they will... They're still angry at me. But if I can get them to be less angry, maybe the intelligentsia will stop. The problem is that they're all abolitionists, right? Can you, like, not be abolitionist? And we can be friends that way. Please and thank you. Membership list discovered. Publicly expose the connection between the intelligentsia and the radicals. And hunt down every member on that list. If you get them maybe a little bit less strength, they won't be able to do the... We avoid the civil war by basically making the intelligentsia a little bit less important. Fantastic. We've avoided war in our great nation. It took a lot of work. More influence, healthcare systems, realism, a little bit more prestige. I guess let's go postal service. More cash reserves maybe will be useful. Expensive military goods. Can't really worry about that too much. And organized crime. 12,000 pounds for 5 years. I'll take a negative 10% authority. Like, that is a way better choice. Okay. Do we support the Egyptians or the Ottomans? I guess I support the Egyptians, nominally speaking, but I don't think I'd actually want to ever actually send troops over to go help them out. And by the way, how long until we've 2 years to try to reform the Indies? Like, that's just not It's just not going to happen. Also, we need more convoys. Never mind. We're going on convoys. So France has joined the Egyptians and then immediately abandoned them, which I find hilarious. Britain's not doing anything. France is staying neutral at the moment. Russia and Austria are basically anti-Ottoman, which makes perfect sense. I don't really have any horse in this race because I don't really care about what happens in the Middle East. I got my own domestic issues I really need to worry about. Age of Information. Give me more approval from the intelligentsia. Just a little bit, please. But I think that is going to be a good time for us to end off this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.